Let's take a moment and we're going to walk through the audio settings menu on your Pioneer DEH-S1000UB. So from any source, and I am on the AM/FM radio source right now, but it could be any one, I'm going to press in on the volume control, and I want to roll along here until I find the audio menu. Here's audio, and we'll press enter. The first thing we see is the fader menu, and this will allow us to move the sound front to back on our speakers. So let's press in right here. Right now we're at the center. We can fade toward the front or roll the volume control the other way to fade toward the rear. When you're done making those adjustments, we're going to press the go back button and roll over to the next setting, which is our balance control. Balance is the control for right and left. So here we're at the center. We can steer toward the left, or we can roll the volume control the other way and steer toward the right. So once you're done making those adjustments, we're going to go back and roll over to the next setting, which is the EQ settings. And there is a full EQ settings video for your DEH-S1000UB showing you how to operate the built-in 5-band equalizer. Please take a look at that video. Let's roll over to the next setting, which is our loudness control. And right now you can see the loudness control is switched off. And we have three additional settings for loudness. We have the low, mid, and high level for loudness control. If I press it one more time, loudness again will be switched off. So loudness is typically used to help low volume sound a little bit more lifelike in the sound. So for right now, I'm going to switch loudness on to its low level. Let's roll over to the next setting, which is our subwoofer control. Right now you can see the subwoofer control is switched off. And if I roll over to the next setting, that takes me directly over to bass boost. So let me go back one now, over to subwoofer, and we'll switch it on. Now with subwoofer switched on, that switches the subwoofer output on and in its normal phase. We can also switch the subwoofer output to its reverse phase. Be sure to try both the normal and the reverse phase in your particular vehicle. You may find that one of them sounds significantly better than the other. For right now, I'm going to leave the subwoofer control switched on and in its normal phase. We're going to roll over to the subwoofer control now and press enter. Here we can choose a crossover frequency for the subwoofer output. We can choose between 50, 63, 80, 100, 125, 160, and 200 hertz. So choose a crossover frequency for your subwoofer output. Right now I'm going to choose 63 hertz as the crossover frequency and press enter. And here I can choose to boost or cut that that output for the subwoofer. And for right now, I'm going to choose to make that a 0 on the output, which is a flat response on the output. And I'm going to press enter again, and we can change the slope of the output. So the slope is 12 or 24 dB per octave at a crossover point of 63 hertz. For right now, I'm going to leave that at 12 decibels per octave with a crossover frequency of 63 hertz. When I'm done making those adjustments, I'm going to go back and roll over to the next setting, which is the bass boost, and we'll press enter. Here I can add a little more bottom into the system if I want, or I can roll it back down to 0. That's where I'll leave it for right now, and we'll go back and roll over to the next setting, which is our high pass filter setting. And high pass filter setting can be used on the outputs so that only the higher frequencies come through those outputs. Here the high pass filter is turned off. We can choose to switch the high pass filter on at 50, 63, 80, 100, 125, 160, or 200 hertz. For right now, I'm going to choose to set my high pass filter also at 63 hertz. And I'm going to choose the slope for my high pass filter at 24 dB per octave. And we'll press enter there. Now we'll go back and roll over to the next setting, which brings us back around to our fader control. When you're done making your audio adjustments, you can press the go back button to escape.